I did.
Shut up.
I just wanted to say hi to the.
Shut up. Face the wall. Turn around. Turn around. No sudden movement, sir. Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Yeah.
And you weren't really sparring. You were fighting. We were fighting all the time. And just guys getting dropped all the time. And that was just the kind of gym that I was in.
But this wasn't a real fight. He was pulling punches. He wasn't giving it his full effort.
Joe Rogan reacts to the rumored arrest of Jake Paul over allegedly scripting boxing fights. Rogan stresses that no career milestone is worth putting one's life at risk. He warns that the dangers of boxing are real and should never be treated lightly. According to reports, Rogan believes Paul must reconsider his decisions before stepping into the ring again, as chasing fame or money through risky fights is not.
You have probably seen some of the controversy he's been taking.
Emphasized that boxing is extremely dangerous and continuing to fight recklessly could have severe consequences. He also warned that engaging in illegal or scripted activities could lead to
Because then you can't think, you can't do things, you don't know what the fuck you're doing in life. It's like literally everything is the quality of your ability to think. And
Rogan has clarified that neither Jake Paul nor his team engaged in any wrongdoing or attempted to rig the fight. He addressed the widespread rumors claiming the bout with Anthony Joshua was scripted, calling them completely false. According to Nakisa, people online made astonishing claims, including a post suggesting there was an agreement for Joshua not to knock out Paul. He explained that Joshua fought genuinely and decisively, disregarding any alleged arrangement. Nakisa emphasized that Jake trained, competed, and took real risks in the ring. He also noted that legal action is being taken against individuals spreading these false narratives. For Nakisa, this clarification is crucial to protect the reputations of both Jake and his team, making it clear to fans and critics alike that the fight was legitimate and unscripted, and any notion of a fixed—
I've seen the script, rig, this, that, and the other. Do you think now, at the very least, that talk goes away? Broke his jaw, went in there against Anthony Joshua. At the very least, do you think that you guys can move on from that? Like, that won't follow you?
No, I don't. I actually, our lawyers are actively going after a number of people. One who claims to be a lawyer himself online. I don't remember the name or the handle, but it was something that had like 200,000 likes. And basically this post said there was an agreement for AJ not to knock out Jake, but AJ disregarded the agreement and decided to not get his payday, but knock out Jake Paul. So it's pretty astonishing what people say. Your dear friend Lou DiBella, saw him put up a bunch of ridiculous things and even said, Nakisa, go ahead and sue me. But this wasn't a real fight. He was pulling punches. He wasn't giving it his full effort.
And so for the people, again, just to clear this up, because I asked Eddie this question, I'll ask you the exact same question. Once and for all, was there any sort of arrangement as far as it should go this many rounds? Because that's the one that I've heard. Oh, Anthony agreed to 3 rounds, 4 rounds. Can you tell us in black and white if there were any talks of any kind between the network, the promotion, the fighter?
There has never once in Jake Paul's career been any talk of that sort, of anything to do with the fight being anything but a real fight that has exactly the same situation as any professional fight. And that's exactly the same thing here for the Anthony Joshua fight. It's just beyond mind-blowing that people would think that. Anthony Joshua was on record saying that if he didn't finish him in the first round, that would be disappointing, that it would be a failure. The narrative changed as we got closer to fight night and obviously post-fight, and I understand why, but they were pretty adamant it would take max 2 rounds.
Already warned Jake Paul not to do anything reckless like this again. He strongly cautioned him to reconsider taking high-risk boxing matches, emphasizing that no career milestone is worth risking one's life. Rogan stressed that the dangers of the ring are very real, and pursuing staged or dangerous fights for fame or money could have serious consequences. Safety and responsibility must—
Look at all them celebrities like dude from the Mighty Ducks, the little boy actor that got strung out on drugs. And all his fronts and all his teeth were missing from being on meth or whatever, whatever drug of choice he was on. There's no coming back from that. The people who like dissipate their teeth through drug usage, you don't get like a second set. So if I'm not mistaken, the dude from Mighty Ducks, somebody like he's been clean and they gave him a makeover and he has like pretty much fake teeth. So yeah, the teeth are going to be cooked. Now, I agree with the other part that Rogan was saying, but let's keep going.
I think he went into that fight knowing that was probably going to happen.
yeah.
And ultimately, the big win for him would be that he was even willing to do it and that he could do well for a little bit.
Yeah, and I've already expressed my thoughts on this. I'm not giving no props for a person who says I am a real deal boxer because I went and get smashed and got my jaw broken, but I lasted longer than Ngannou. But I was crazy enough to try. Because, to be honest, we're way past the honeymoon stage with a person like Jake Paul. You've been in this for long enough to go through fight camps, dedicate your time, effort, energy, money, spar with people. You spar with some quality names because you have resources and money or whatever. So we're well past that to the point where you just get credit for stepping in. You maybe got credit your first fight or whatever, first couple of fights, for coming from your background and, you know, stepping in and fighting, but we're well past that. You have a box rec. You were being ranked by sanctioning bodies in boxing.
Provided a thoughtful analysis of the Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul fight, highlighting the careful planning behind each move in the ring. He explained that the bout progressed precisely according to strategy, with Joshua's team prioritizing patience and controlled aggression over reckless punches. The plan was to systematically challenge Jake Paul, exposing weaknesses and testing his stamina before delivering decisive strikes. Hearn emphasized that this methodical style reflects true professional boxing, where success relies on discipline, timing, and tactical execution rather than sheer power. Every phase of the fight was orchestrated to maintain control while gradually asserting dominance, demonstrating how strategic thinking often outweighs raw strength. According to Hearn, this approach not only secured the victory but also showcased the art of boxing as a careful, intelligent contest where measured execution and calculated decisions define champions and set